What's going on, guys? I'm Daniel Rudolph. Today we are going to talk about bench press. We've got a co-host today.
My name is Maateiwarangi, current bench press record holder of 262.5 kgs and current arm wrestling champ for the last 10 years. And yeah, we're going to be talking about bench pressing with my coach.
Yeah, I thought there would be no better person than to get in to help me talk about bench press than the number one bencher in New Zealand for Raw. So we're going to go everything from the setup, how to get tight and bring the bar down, and then a few extra tips about benching. All right.
Yeah. Let me quickly introduce how I got into bench pressing. I started arm wrestling and then I got into a bit of gym work, and I found KiwiStrength on Facebook and asked them if he would sponsor me, and ever since then, yeah, I've been with KiwiStrength, and I enjoyed bench pressing as part of my training, and I've been with them since then. And now we're past the sky limits, man.
Yeah, just keep going and moving forward. So
cut that out.
Nah, fuck, we're rolling. We're rolling. Yeah. Alright, we'll start talking about the bench press, setting up. So we look at just laying down on the bench first. Remember, everyone's different, so don't look at someone on YouTube and try and mimic their whole complete technique. Everything's individual. So we don't bench alike. I don't think there's anyone in the gym that I teach that lifts exactly like me. It just wouldn't suit. Even though I'm equipped and other equipped lifters, I still teach them to lift the way it suits them. It's really important to make sure that you're doing what suits you.
Yeah, that's for me too. It's like I took like maybe 3 major points from you, 5 major points, and I feel like that's what's helping me the most. Sort of just putting it in with my own style and merging them together. Yeah.
What were those points?
The first one was lats, tuck my lats. I remember when I was benching and when I didn't have my lats engaged, just about tore my front delts off.
Yeah, and arm shaking.
Yeah, no stability whatsoever. Lats, the breath is one of my favourites. The tighter, or the more breath you have, the tighter you are up top here on the sternum, and it gives you less range of motion when the bar's coming down. And then to help with that, the other one was belly up, so trying to get the chest to meet the bar.
Yeah, rather than bring your arms down.
Yeah. And then the other things that I've still got to get used to is like pressing my feet down.
Yeah, there's just so much going on the bench press, especially the amount of weight you're lifting as well.
Yeah, well, that's why bench pressing is better than squats and deadlifts and what's this? Strong.
Oh, you're trying to roll them up. All right. We'll get into the bench setup. We're just going to go overview of it. So just take the points that you need for your bench press and put them into help correct your technique. There are a whole me going over the bench press on the YouTube, so just go over that and a little bit more in depth if you need to know more. So I suppose we look at it, we start from the start, I guess, laying down on the bench. There's different ways of getting tight, with your flat back or arch. We'll talk about an arch. So normally would lay down and then push your body back so your head's off the bench at the back. Then you got to set your feet. Everyone's individual. Remember, when you set your feet, you push yourself back down. you don't want your feet back too far at the beginning because then it's going to put you right on your toes. Being on your toes isn't necessarily going to give you any leg drive. So you want to set your feet, normally you want to set them either vertical or about 45. Whether they're close or out wide will depend on yourself. So once you've found best positioning for you, you want to grab the rack, push yourself down. That'll give you a nice tight arch. Don't sacrifice your arch for being more back towards the bar.
Or for being comfortable.
Yeah, you got to get uncomfortable. Yeah, pretty much always say if you're comfortable and it's not hurting, then it's not right.
You've got to cramp up at least 2 times.
Yeah.
In your setup.
If you're lucky.
Yeah.
Yeah, once you get all tight and you're up on your traps, you whether you're on your toe, your heels up, or your flat foot, doesn't really matter. You just got to make sure whatever position is that you got the best leg drive, because you need that continuously. That's why if you're up on your heels up or your toes, you'll be able to push your heel down. Too many times I see people bring their feet back under their hips because they see it online, but they've got no leg drive.
Yeah. That was me for quite a while there.
Yeah, you have the tight upper back, but you didn't have the legs. Yeah, it was a pretty bit of a game changer once you worked that out.
That was probably the longest for me learning the leg drive. I just didn't see how it made sense, really.
Yeah.
You know, until you start visualizing it properly.
Yeah. Yeah, you got to be able to click with the whole technique. There's just so much going on. Yeah. But once you've got the feet positioning right, you're in the arch nice and tight, you want to bring the bar out, but pretty much you want to set up so once you're in the arch, you're nice and tight, so your eye line's in line with the bar. Right? If it's not, then just reset back up and set up more, scoot back more on the bench, depending on how flexible you are. Once that's set, bring the bar out. Now you want to engage your lats. Another way to think about it is try to bend the bar like that. Try to bend the bar to the wall or wherever's in front of you. Once the lats engage, you want to rotate your elbows in. Once you're at that point, all you got to do is take a huge breath. Don't let it out. Fill the tummy out. And as you bring it down, don't bring your arms down. Well, they are coming down, but you want to focus on raising your chest to the bar. And that's going to keep everything tight. Your chest not deflating, and make sure the bar line is come down to the top of your abdominals, and then push back up, and just push straight up. Don't try arch back. It's just going to make your shoulders take over. So you just push straight up. It's naturally going to deviate back anyway. That's just how it is. But long as you're not forcing it back, you won't hurt your shoulders. It's pretty much a brief overview of it.
Maybe I'll go over my setup and you can go over your setup.
That is my setup. Apart from the feet, but yeah. But you go over yours.
Yeah, so I'm pretty much the same. I lie down on the bench, I'll bring my feet back to like on the bench. There's a little stand at the end of the bench. I bring my feet back to that and I tap it, make sure they're in the right place, and my most of my back is nearly off the bench.
So shin wise, you'd be like vertical.
Yeah. And when I pull myself up off the bar, and then I drive straight into the bench, I've got such a massive arch, and all my toes up, heels up. When I start feeling around on my back, and then the main thing I want to feel is my traps digging into the bench. So I'll pull myself up, and I'll sort of pre-engage my lats, push down. Once I feel like...
so that's why you're up,
you're
engaging, and then you're driving down to the bench
with my traps.
Set.
So I have my traps pushed down, and once my lats are pre-engaged, I'll turn and take a deep breath, push out, come re-engage lats, and then take a deeper breath, and then when I feel ready, I'll rack out, and then it's like you say, bringing the bar down, but bringing the chest up at the same time.
Yeah. It keeps it nice and tight.
Yeah, I try to visualize like being a spring.
Yeah, as you're getting down,
Yeah.
tighter and tighter, and yeah. But you forgot again about pushing your heels down.
I was just gonna get to that. Yeah, and then I push my heels down
Oh, fuck.
to get up off the bench.
Is that when or after I yell at you?
It's before you slap me so I can run off.
Oh, you slapped me last night, holy shit. Oh, I thought it was Mo for a second.
Oh,
I was like, who's that?
I didn't see it on the video. What's your heaviest bench? Equipped.
It'd be at the moment what I'm doing. That new shirt, that band shirt, yeah. Just gotta try to get a touch on lighter weight before I start moving
What
up.
did you get? 360?
No, it was 320 last night.
Oh yeah.
But the elbow came in while the forearm was starting to push out, so
Yeah.
it torqued it.
Yeah.
So but that 300 is real comfortable. I just need to, I didn't, like you said, the breathing,
Yeah.
that I didn't breathe, like fill it up. I sort of, so that wasn't there.
Yeah.
That
One thing I noticed, one thing I try to avoid when I'm benching is bringing the bar down too slow.
That was fast for me last night.
Yeah.
Yeah. Normally it's slower. That's why I almost got the touch last night.
Is it slow because of the shit?
Yeah, and myself feeling it
Yeah.
out, but
Yeah.
I'm trying to speed it up because, like you're about to say, it's just too taxing.
Yeah, fuck it. Yeah, it is.
Yeah, and by the time you get down to the bottom, you just got to push it up because
Yeah.
you're out of breath. But
Yeah. How do you? Because when I go down, and I think it's a long time,
yeah,
and then I have a look at the video, and it's not.
no, you're
But
quick.
when I'm watching yours is definitely a long time.
Yeah, it is. It's actually, if you watch the 300 last night compared to, she's having to be out of bench for a couple of weeks. The last one I did, the last session was slow. It was like this. But last night was like
Yeah.
a bit more speedy. That's why when I could almost pull it.
Is that part of equipped benching? It has to come down slow? Because when I come down slow with the heavy bench, that's because I don't want to fuck my shit up.
Yeah,
You know, and you fellas are pushing like 300 plus.
it's the first time I'm talking about, it was actually too slow. Like you run out of air. That's why you need to go. But you want to be controlled with the equipment. You want to be controlled, but you don't want to go just like because you're just going to run out of air.
Yeah.
So you do need to speed up a bit, but at a controlled speed. Like my squat at the moment, I'm having the same issue. I'm going too slow, heat of power, getting just out of the hole. I can't get lower because I'm about to pass out. So I'm trying to speed that up at the same time. But yeah, you need a bit more control with the equipment because the band shirts that use the F8, it's like the poly shirts that we were using. Poly ones you tuck in, just like the raw ones. Yeah, but the bands ones you push out to get the most stretch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And how do you? So in the shirt,
Yeah.
from what I saw, how do you combat engaging your lats?
So I that's why I take my shirt off. That's why I haven't been able to bench for the last couple of weeks. So I left my shirt on. Yeah, so I've got to make sure I stick in exactly what you're saying. Get all locked in, and then when I bring it out, that's why John counts me down for let's go. But because why he's still holding the weight out on me, I'm engaging. Yeah. So when he lets go, I've just got to hold it.
Oh,
and just
true.
bring it down. Yeah, that's why I can't bring the weight out.
Yeah.
But it's a little bit more tricky. You can't just get all fully psyched up and jump under it.
Yeah, because it takes a little bit more time, eh?
Yeah, and then I got to sit the hands so my fat rolls don't get under the bar.
Oh, it looks like I'm just going to slap you mid-press.
No, that one was good because in the 320 I was thinking more, and I was like, oh, if I had the more edge that you gave me on the 300, I probably would have got the touch.
Yeah.
Apart from my arm talking, but
Well, that was either not the same, but if closer than the 300.
Yeah, it's just I've got more control on the 300 because it's just in my head it's a bit lighter.
Yeah.
But really, it was only 20 kilos more. Yeah, it'd be like you with 340 and like maybe 360. Yeah, which is not really that much difference.
Yeah, I'm still in the twos. 240.
Oh wait, 240. All right, sorry. What the fuck's wrong with you? Come on. But yeah, imagine we've got you in a fucking bench shirt. Holy shit. But yeah, but some things to probably look at for bench would probably be like noticing when you haven't got things locked in, like your lats.
Yeah.
Like when you.
Yeah, you can definitely tell, like that when you don't have the right tools that you need that are engaged.
Yeah.
You know it's going to hurt.
Oh, it just goes wrong, especially when you're handling the heavy weights just like yourself. Like the lats aren't there; it's all arms. Like you're lucky because you're an arm wrestler. Like you built yourself to be able to handle.
Yeah.
So you probably get away with it.
Yeah.
But for the average person, without the lats, you're just shaking.
Yeah.
That's how it's an easy way to tell you with the lats. Yeah.
That's all heavyweight. Hey, like at the end of the day, 260 kgs or 360 kgs is still
It's all the
that
same.
weight.
Yeah. Everyone's different strength level. So like a woman benching like 80 kilos for them would be the same as your 260, 270, whatever you're at the moment. Yeah, everyone's strength level is different. So yeah.
When did you decide to do equipped? Have you been doing it most of your college?
No, I was raw for years. I think. Oh no, when I started, because there was no equipped and raw was all the same. Yeah, and back then, yes, I was looking for IPF. 2007, that.
Can you just repeat it?
And but yeah, there was no. Yeah, there wasn't all split. It wasn't until I think it was like 2010 or something, 11, is when they split it into like raw, equipped and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So some of the totals I've got, the records, I was actually equipped bench.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or equipped squat. Yeah, but it all counted as total.
True.
It made sense for them to split it though.
Yeah.
It was a bit unfair.
Yeah. I mean.
But yeah. Nothing's breathing. There is no breathing and lifting in the lifts because you want that stability, that stabilization.
Fullness.
Yeah. And remember, the first breath will be the best you ever get. It doesn't matter about fully trying to reset. You won't get it the same as the first one.
Are we going through reps now?
So, yeah, if you're doing reps. Yeah. But that's why I always say, hold your breath as long as you can.
Yeah.
But if you can't, especially just started, there's no fucking way.
Yeah.
Even if it was 70 or whatever percent it is, it's just you're just not used to it.
Yeah.
And then trying to work past being blown out and dizzy and.
It was I was talking to one of the boys at the gym about the hashtag fuck them. And I had mentioned it was around the time in my in our programs when it was like 5 sets AMRAP 20 plus.
Yeah.
So we all complained about it, and now he changed it to 3 reps, 12 sets, 30 seconds.
Which was worse?
That one. That was by far the worst, the 3 reps.
I can see it. I can see it in your video. You're like, what the fuck?
Yeah. By like the 9th set, I was doing just singles.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like single press rack.
Yeah.
And that wasn't the end of the set. I had to reset. I only ever did that one set.
Oh, that's when we got into lockdown and all that other crap happened. Yeah.
I noticed that when you actually start getting like heavy, the actual bench itself matters.
Oh.
You know? Like I find myself like on a competition bench, what I train on,
Yeah.
I can't bench as much like just on a normal commercial gym bench.
Yeah.
You know, the bench itself is too thin. The
Oh,
rack
yes.
is wobbly as shit.
Oh, the commercial ones. Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, because they're only made for general people, not made to actual sport or
Yeah,
lifting heavy weights.
pretty much.
Yeah, let's close up.
Mm.
So that's pretty much it for bench. For more, go to the YouTube and KiwiStrength YouTube. There's a full in-depth of bench press technique, learn how to bench press. We'll be back with more content later on, going over other stuff. Don't forget to subscribe in the description. I have some handle names for both of us to follow. Yeah, that's about it.
True.
Alright. See you later.
So that.